There's finally some more action on one of the world's greatest police sting operations targeting the gangland elite. A New Zealand man with an Australian biker club wanted in America was arrested in Thailand for an international plot that united criminals around the globe. How's that for international cooperation on both sides of the badge? The Mob reporter here with the latest on the high-profile fugitives from US Justice who weren't anywhere to be found in June 2021 when the incredible Encrypted phone network sting clamped shut, trapping 1,000 suspects in more than a dozen countries and counting. Let me tell you about it. Shane Nukuru is the latest to be caught. Wanted in the United States and in New Zealand, he was named as one of the big fish in the FBI's Operation Trojan Shield. Here is Nukuru being arrested in Thailand on October 19, 2022. And then being questioned by Thai police. Thai authorities described him as an important member of the New Zealand Mafia gang. By that they mean the Comanchero Motorcycle Club, a powerful outlaw biker club that was started in Australia. The 43-year-old Nukuru, authorities allege, is one of New Zealand's biggest crime exports. Here's what a New Zealand official had to say the day of his arrest.
He has been an offender of the highest priority for New Zealand in this region and internationally, and we are grateful for the skills and determination of the Royal Thai Police.
Nukuru is not just any Comanchero member, police say, but one of its internationally influential members, partly because of who his cousin is, another New Zealander who made it big in Australia's outlaw biker scene, a man named Duax Ngakuru, also known as Dax. Dax has been called an international commander of the Comanchero organization. Now, the Comanchero mimic American outlaw biker culture, but it's a made-in-Australia version that's found great success. It is the Comanchero that police recently declared as, quote, Australia's largest organized crime network. This news from Thailand suddenly thrusts the huge international probe Nukuru was snared in back into view. It was back in June 2021. Rarely is there so little action in the aftermath of such a sprawling, headline-grabbing, publicity-heavy indictment, especially considering the head start authorities had in tracking the fugitives down. The short strokes of the operation are this. Gangsters around the world were tricked into selling and distributing a black market encrypted phone system that supposedly allowed criminals to communicate in ironclad secrecy. It was not, in fact, created and run by international gangster geeks and criminal masterminds, but by the FBI and Australian police. The operation is stunning in its ambition and its results. The brilliance of this operation was that real-life criminal influencers were tricked into recruiting other users to the platform, because when men with these underworld reputations recommended a product, it was taken seriously. The system was called Anom, and its marketing slogan was "Designed by criminals for criminals." Distribution started in 2019, and during all that time, thinking everything was secure and secret, those using the phones had open conversations that were as criminally intimate as they come. Messages about hits and shipments, plots and plans, allies and enemies. They shared secrets about their corrupt port workers and customs agents, their cargo ship captains who were on side. They sent photos to each other of how their cocaine was being hidden, even of the French diplomatic pouches sent from Colombia that had kilos of coke hidden inside. For 2 years, the messages, photos, and calls over the Anom system were being monitored by American and Australian police, who then filtered them about to law enforcement agencies around the world. I'll link below to a video I made at the time, giving all the details. Now, where does Shane Nukuru fit into all of this mayhem? He is named in a U.S. indictment as one of 14 alleged distributors of Anom services to underworld figures. One of the super spreaders, so to speak. Thai police said Nukuru relocated to Thailand to avoid scrutiny in 2014, where he met and married a Thai woman. He returned to Thailand in 2020, months before the Anom sting was revealed. Police allege that he was there to nurture contacts and facilitate growth between some members of the Comanchero and members of crime syndicates in Asia. Asian gangsters have the supply from the Golden Triangle, and bikers offer down under distribution. Although Nukuru arrived legally in Thailand, he overstayed his visitor's permit and was lying low with his Thai wife in Phuket, an island off the west coast of the mainland that's a tourist hotspot and thick with expats. In Thailand, he was a businessman, involved, it seems, in businesses that bikers often gravitate to: tattoo parlor, fitness club, restaurant, and nutritional supplements. Here he is at a high-end tattoo studio in Phuket, where he is described as part of the company's family. The tattoo business looks like it does great work, advertising itself as having Australian hygiene with Thai artists. One of their specialties is gangster tattoos. Like these images from Goodfellas, this intricate portrait of a famed Australian criminal named Chopper Read, and other crime-related and crime scene images. Nukuru is seen wearing a shirt promoting a fitness club, and he was wearing a shirt promoting a related nutritional supplement business when he was arrested. An arrest warrant for Nukuru was issued in June 2021, and Thai police said that once he was named as a frontman in the Annam indictment, he left Phuket for Samut Prakan, settling in a rented house in a suburb of Bangkok. Thai police arrested him outside a shopping center without serious incident. They then searched the place where he was living, saying they found evidence of several unspecified offenses. I guess that's what these senior officials are looking at here. New Zealanders might choose Thailand partly because it doesn't have an extradition treaty with New Zealand. That didn't end up being great protection for Nukuru, however, when his indictment came from the United States. So while New Zealand doesn't have an extradition treaty with Thailand, the United States does. To facilitate his removal from Thailand, New Zealand authorities agreed to wait its turn, allowing him to be put on trial in the US first. Thai officials said he was already handed over to American authorities, and if that's true, he is in some sort of processing limbo because he has not made a public appearance yet in court. In San Diego, California, he is wanted for racketeering under the Federal RICO Conspiracy Act, which carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. The thing is, officials in the US haven't breathed a whisper about it over nearly 2 weeks. Once in the United States, an accused typically has a first appearance within 2 or 3 days. I've been asking the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI in San Diego for information without any answers. The most they will say is that they can't comment on extradition matters. Maybe someone somewhere just has a lot of questions for him. None of these allegations, of course, have been proven in court. Nukuru will likely be the second alleged Annam distributor to appear in U.S. court. Aurangzeb Ayub is a dual national of Britain and the Netherlands. He was living with his wife in the Netherlands when he was arrested and quietly extradited to the US in March. There was no announcement or fanfare. Ayub pleaded not guilty in March, and in April he was released from custody pending trial on a $100,000 bond with travel restrictions, an order not to cross into Mexico, and electronic monitoring. The trial will be a monster. The evidence submitted so far in Ayub's case includes 12,856 messages, 7,995 photographs, 7,610 audio files, 431 videos, and 531 pages of reports and documents, with more discovery evidence expected. Many of the messages are in languages other than English, including a lot in Ayub's case that are in Dutch. In September, the judge formally declared it a complex case. No kidding. Bringing Nukuru into the mix, and maybe one day the other 15 defendants, sure won't make it any easier. Please consider tapping the new thanks button under this video or joining me on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/themobreporter. And as always, please subscribe, like, and comment on the video. Thanks for watching.